Hi there, and welcome to the latest Who's Zoomin' Who, presented by Team Monarch, partner of the Virginia Lottery. I'm Ted Alexander, and we're talking ODU women's basketball today with grad student Maggie Robinson. Maggie, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right, those that have followed your career at Old Dominion realize you're on the comeback trail. How is the rehab from the knee surgery going?
It's been great so far. It feels good to be back on the court playing with my teammates, just to be running up and down, getting those live game-like situations, and so that's been the best part, just being back on the court and being in those game-like situations with my teammates.
I'm sure you realized how much you missed all of that during your rehab, didn't you?
Yes, definitely so. It's been a long couple months, well, more than a couple months, but definitely taught me not to take anything for granted. And like I said, it's just been fun being back. There's a lot of obstacles, especially even with COVID and everything going on. They kind of pushed the timeline back on some things, but I'm here now, so I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
It's the perfect example, Maggie, your rehab and the because there are a lot of unsung moments. You in the gym by yourself, putting up shots, you in the weight room, working with the athletic trainers, etc. Talk about how hard that was and what kind of learning experience it was for you, just the rehab itself, because that's a difficult road.
Mm-hmm. It was difficult at times, but I had a great support system along the way. I think the hardest part, like you said, was just when Corona came, just being one-on-one by myself. That was hard because that was around the time that I probably was cleared to play. But of course, due to social distancing and everything, I wasn't able to get those get those game reps. But being back in it now, it just feels so good. So I'm just looking forward to the future. I'm here now, and I've done everything. I put in the work, and I'm confident with where I'm at. So it feels good.
In terms of the student part of the student-athlete experience, you came from a junior college where you graduated summa cum laude. Now you're going after your MBA. Tell me about how you can succeed on and off the court and what you do to make sure you take care of both those important areas.
I think it's just time management and discipline. That's the biggest thing. It was a transition when I came from junior college to ODU and being Division I. Traveling is a lot different. Game schedule is different. But we have a great support system here, from coaches, academic support, anything and everything you need. So just taking care of business, making sure you have a plan, your own time for things, just being on your P's and Q's. That's the biggest thing. And I feel like you can get through any and everything. We have people here to help us through if we ever need help. So
take away the basketball part of it. Why was ODU a good fit for you, Maggie?
I really think it was just the family environment. Obviously, we have a new coaching staff now, but I think the same thing applies to this coaching staff as our previous coaching staff. So I think that our athletic directors hired a great, made a great decision with Coach Alicia, and it's the same thing. It's still that family atmosphere where the people care about you more of you as a person, and realize that we're not just basketball players, that we're people first. So
before your injury, you're averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds for the ODU women's basketball team. What do you see as your role in this upcoming season?
I think it's just going to be the little things, just doing what's asked of me, and just the leadership on and off the court. We have a lot of people coming back, so that's good for us. We have a veteran team. We know what's expected of us. So just taking all the information. We're learning new plays, of course. Like I said, we have a new coaching staff. So just taking all the information and working together. The more reps we get, we've been better as a team. So I think for me, it's just doing what's asked of me, listening, learning, taking it all in, and getting my feel back for the game on the court.
What do you like to do when you're away from the basketball court, when you get a couple of moments to yourself?
I enjoy just, resting. I like to read. I I like playing cards, going to the beach when that was safe. I love my shoes. So,
Tell me about your shoes.
well, I'm a sneakerhead a little bit, but, I just like looking at them, even if I'm not going to buy them. It's one of those things, but.
Do you have any type of superstitions? I mean, do you line them up in your closets, or do you have to lace them a specific way, or do you keep them in the box? How do you work that?
I have to keep all my boxes. That's the number one thing. All my boxes and all the shoe inserts that go on the inside so they can keep their form. But those are about my only superstitions. But got to keep the boxes though. Can't throw the boxes away.
And how many pairs do you think you have?
Too many, too many.
Now, you grew up in Mobile, Alabama. What are the similarities and the differences between Mobile, Alabama, and Norfolk, Virginia?
I think the biggest similarity is just being on the coast. I do like the feel of just being near the water. That reminds me of home a lot. It's different. The beaches are definitely different, but it still gives me that home feel sometimes, just being near the coast. It's a little colder up here, but it's not too bad, I guess. I really think that Mobile, where I'm from, and Norfolk are on some type of like, I don't know. It seems like when it rains in Mobile, it's raining here. When it's nice in Mobile, it's nice here. I don't know. It's weird, but.
Back to basketball for a moment. What can you teach, whether it be teammates or peers or younger players, about coming back from an injury? Because it's pretty scary, I have a feeling, when you first are injured, when you think about what you have to go through to get back. What advice those following you who get injured and maybe think it's hopeless?
I think the biggest thing is mentally more than physically. Obviously, the physical aspect does play a role in it. Certainly, coming in every day, and it is going to be there's a physical component to it, obviously, because you're rehabbing and coming back from injury. But I think just mentally, staying focused, just taking care of yourself, self-care outside of your rehab, the support of your teammates and coaches and family is big. But knowing that you are going to come back from the injury, I think that's the biggest thing. You learn not to take certain things for granted. You learn a lot of things from the sideline too. Just my year, I think just because I was injured for a year doesn't mean I didn't learn and get better just because I didn't have a ball in my hands every single day. So just learning those things, I think, can help a lot.
How weird, from your standpoint, has this whole COVID-19 thing been?
It's been challenging, but challenging to say the least. But I think just, for us, I think the hardest part is just the consistency, not necessarily being there, as far as, things are changing every day, from protocols to, maybe what practice is going to look like, what's our schedule going to look like. But I think, our coaches, our athletic administration are all taking care of that. We know we're in good hands as far as that. So we can just be at peace with that and, just take every day as it comes, but know not to take every day for granted, because, things can change very quickly. But, I'm excited. I do believe we are going to have a season, and it's approaching very quickly. So.
What can fans expect from the ODU women's basketball team this year? Such an improvement a year ago, a new coaching staff, a new vibe. What can we look forward to when the season gets here?
I mean, I think it's going to be exciting. We're coming to get what we didn't get last year, and that's to win a conference championship and make a run in the NCAA tournament. So, like I said, we have a lot of returners. We're a veteran team. So I think it's going to be fun. We're learning new things, but Coach Delisha is taking, what we already have and working with us and pushing us beyond where we already were. So, we were already winning, but I think the next step for us is to get that championship and to make the run in the NCAA tournament.
All right, Maggie Robinson, you're a shoe hound. What's the most valuable pair you have, the MVP in your closet? What do you think it is if you had to pick one pair to go to that special event or the big game or whatever? Which one would you choose?
That's tough. It's
like picking your favorite kid, isn't it?
I know. That's hard. I don't know. Maybe like my very first pair of kicks that I got were some Christmas KD6s, and I have one custom pair that's like a glow in the dark pair. Other than that, I have some Air Maxes that I wear a lot. So, but that's tough. That's tough right there.
And bonus question for you, number 20. Any special significance there?
Not really. I was 25. I was number 25 in high school. That just came from when I played baseball. I started playing baseball before basketball. And when I got to JUCO, number 25, it was too big of a jersey. So 20 was the next closest thing in my size. So I took that. And when I came here, I just wanted to continue to have the same number throughout my collegiate career. So that was a big thing. But, 2020, a lot of stuff happened. I graduated, Corona, 5th year. So, maybe number 20 is starting to mean a little bit more to me, I feel like.
Our thanks to Monarch women's basketball player Maggie Robinson. Looking forward to seeing her on the court with her teammates when this women's basketball season gets up and running. I'm Ted Alexander. This has been Who's Zoomin' Who, presented by Team Monarch partner, the Virginia Lottery.